Rise of Skywalker is almost upon us, and this movie sounds like an absolute disaster. It sounds like this movie is going to be just an absolute joke. I know people who have seen the movie already, okay? People who I have close connection with, and they say that the leaks, according to this movie, are pretty much true. Like, almost all of those leaks that have been coming out about the movie are almost all of them are indeed true. Now, I'm not going to get into what those leaks are. You can go look for them yourself if you want to. I'm not going to spoil anything here in those leaks for you guys, but you can go look them up if you want to. By the way, for some reason, I'm losing my voice. I don't know why, so I'm going to try to get through this video for you guys, but I thought that we could take a look at some of the early reactions from the critics when it comes to Rise of Skywalker, see some of the similar patterns that they have in their early reaction reviews, because that is one of the things that I pointed out in one of my videos yesterday, where a lot of these critics are indeed shills. It's been exposed that they are indeed shills, that they are bought and paid for to give positive reviews to a lot of the movies and pieces of art and stuff that are being put out by Hollywood and by all the other people that are part of the entertainment industry. So we're going to take a look at some of their reviews, but just remember that a lot of them probably are just fake reviews, but they all use kind of the similar type of language. And then I want to show you something that's just absolutely cringe when it comes to Rise of Skywalker. So we'll save that bit for towards the end here, but let's take a look at some of the reviews here. Just stepped out of Rise of Skywalker. It's an immensely satisfying and massive end to the saga. It somehow addresses the issues, problematic characters, and most unanswered questions from The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi too. The Rise of Skywalker has a lot of content packed into one movie as well and wastes no time. It's like 2 Star Wars movies in one. Oh great, 2 Disney Star Wars movies in one? Man, is there anything else that you could ask for? Like, is there anything else you want more than 2 Disney Star Wars movies in one? Man, sounds like a great time. Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker is truly a satisfying conclusion to the saga. It answers practically everything you want to know and more with some twists and turns. If you think you know what's going to happen, think again. Oh boy, except we pretty much know what's going to happen because we've seen the leaks. I'm still processing Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. The emotional highs are spectacular, and there are a lot of payoffs. Some earned, some not. But some choices feel like an unnecessary course correct from The Last Jedi, and some just plain don't make sense. Which, I mean, yeah, The Last Jedi is trash. So, yeah, of course they're going to want to course correct a little bit from that, which I find very funny. We've been told that we've been wrong about the Last Jedi for years. That our opinions about The Last Jedi are wrong. That if we criticize this movie, we're sexists, racists. But they're now course correcting from The Last Jedi. Interesting. It sounds like this movie really does try to ignore The Last Jedi as much as possible, which I find very entertaining. Let's see. J.J. Abrams nailed it. He was able to bring a cohesive arc to this trilogy and feels like a fitting end to the saga as a whole. I'm so emotionally drained. Star Wars fans will be very happy. Okay, sure. OMG, I am absolutely blown away. I've never been so satisfied by a film. This is the end of an era and a franchise that has defined my life. And this did it justice in a way I didn't imagine it would. You will cry. You will cry. You will. Do you hear me? You will cry. Don't forget that. Rise of Skywalker's rocky AF at the start, but ultimately I had a pretty darn good time at the movies. It's a whole lot of movies that ticks. It's a whole lot of movie that ticks a lot of boxes, maybe too many boxes. It ticked many of mine. It may tick some of yours. There's a lot of ticking going on apparently. There will be many opinions. This is one of them. And yeah, this movie is not. I kind of have a similar feeling that this movie is probably going to end up in like the 70-80% range by the critics. Maybe a little bit lower than that, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking in the 70s by the critics and probably in like the 30s with the audience. 30s, 40s maybe, but I'm thinking 30s with the audience, which is bad. That is bad. It's not. Oh man, it's not going to. I think this is going to be The Last Jedi all over again. Maybe even worse. Anyway, There is good in Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, but there is more that is disappointing. There are a number of choices that just don't track, fan service that doesn't work, and ignore details that are missed. I'm bummed. And I have a feeling this is probably going to be more accurate for what the majority of people are going to feel about this movie. Anyway, and here we have good old Perry Nemiroff, one of the Collider critics, one of the Disney shows from over there. Rise of Skywalker has a bumpy start, but finds its footing, and when it does, it flies. Especially the third act. Dug the conclusion of certain key storylines, some of which I didn't think I wanted. Random big likes, the use of Rey's theme, lots of lightsabers, and D.O. Okay. Anyway, so there you go. There's what the critics are right now saying about the Rise of Skywalker movie. I'm going to definitely be doing a review for you guys. It's going to be a spoiler review. I'm going to let you guys know everything that happens in this movie, so you guys can just watch my review and decide if you want to watch it or not. I know a lot of you are planning on not watching the movie, and if you guys just want to watch my review, then that is totally fine. You guys can find out whatever you want about the movie and then just move on with your lives. Move on to the next movie, whatever that's going to be. I'll definitely keep you guys updated on whatever's coming out. You guys know that I don't really cover Star Wars that much here on this channel, which if you know, that's just because there's like 1,000 other channels that are already covering Star Wars, but Rise of Skywalker is coming out in just a couple days, so I thought that I should make at least a couple videos talking about this, since it's kind of the big thing right now. Anyway, and just to kind of top this entire thing off, Rise of Skywalker ad gets woke by promoting gender equality. That's where we're at right now with Star Wars. We don't have anything else to promote this movie with, so what are we going to use? We are going to use gender equality. Because what else do they have? What else do they have to promote this movie with? Let's go ahead and take a look at this here. It all started with a tweet from the Spanish version of the Star Wars Twitter account on December 16th. And I don't read that, obviously, Spanish, so I'm not going to even try. But Data Racer, or Data Racer, however you want to pronounce his name, over on Twitter, translated it and it says, the end of a legendary saga is also a film that fosters gender equality. Oh boy, I bet that makes you want to go see the movie now, doesn't it? Gender equality. Wow. So brave, so stunning, so beautiful. Virtue signaling right here in the marketing for Star Wars. Wow, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Doesn't this movie just sound amazing? Isn't this what you always wanted when it came to the epic conclusion for Star Wars? Gender equality. I'm sure that was like at the very top of your list, wasn't it? Among things that you were thinking. What a joke. This movie's going to be an absolute mess. It's going to be an absolute joke. It sounds like it sounds like a disaster. I'm being 100% honest with you guys. This movie sounds like an absolute disaster. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new around here, consider subscribing to the channel. I would love to have you here, and I would appreciate that a lot. And I'm going to, like I said, do a review for Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. I'm not sure if I might do like a spoiler-free review and a spoiler review. I don't really know yet what I'm going to do, but I definitely want to kind of give you guys all the details about this movie if you want to hear anything about it. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go give my voice a rest because for some reason I'm losing my voice right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what you think, and I will talk to you all very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye.
With my heart's desire.